go on with my people, with the back in another video. Yo, you see me? Oh, oh, now go on with there. You see me? Right after the next one. So, this a video, you know, we are discuss a recurring topic. You see me? The whole DDG and Haley situation. It just get, to be honest, a lot more crazier. Me no know what happened. I just see this. I'm intentionally not watch any reactions to this because I don't want to, you know, have pre-information. More this will be like a genuine reaction and shit. So obviously we'll go on. Hopefully we can come to a conclusion at the end of the video. You see maybe who right and who wrong. And I mean, I'm gonna judge fairly and justfully. You see me? I wanna make no a cute smile and face. Trick we. You see me? But yeah, we'll go right into the video.
The DDG Halle Bailey situation is like a soap opera that has so many turns and twists. At one point, it seems like DDG is in the wrong and he's abusing Halle Bailey. And at the other end, it seems like Halle Bailey is like some wicked witch of the East who's just trying to destroy DDG's life.
That back and forth is never a good thing, you know.
Whichever case it seems to be, DDG doesn't want to lose in his own movie. He's gonna at least try to fight back, and he did. So DDG filed an emergency order to stop Halle Bailey from taking their son to Italy for 2 months. And the strategy that he was going to use, that she's emotionally unstable. Now remember, Halle Bailey is a very famous actress and she's shooting this film over in Italy for that time period. Now, as you know, she's trying to do some things to make DDG's life terrible.
Hey, I would rather them not talk about this proceeding on all platforms discussed below. But she's saying not only can't he can't see his son right now because of this temporary restraining order that she has been granted. She's also requesting that he can't talk about his son. Oh, man, this is crazy. This is crazy, Chad. He can't see his son. He can't talk about his son. And not only he can't talk about his son, his family and friends can't talk about his son. This, Chad,
That's bullshit. First of all, no law can be placed over my son or come out of my seed. Yeah, idiot.
I keep telling you, it's a woman's world we live in when you have a kid with someone. It's a woman's world.
So as you heard, she won't even allow DDG to talk about his kid or the family. And we all know that she has this restraining order on him already. So DDG is saying, listen, I don't want her to take my son overseas because she is unstable. Not only is she unstable, I'm going to prove to you that she's unstable.
Now stop the show.
A lot of
That's what we're here for. We want the proof. The spicy proof.
people don't want to give DDG credit for being a stand-up guy because for a long time, DDG tried to protect Halle Bailey's image. Now,
Yeah. Before all of this bullshit, yeah, he never speak, well, as far as I could see, he never speak bad upon Haley Bailey. Never.
we're not saying that DDG doesn't have problems or that DDG is perfect. We can understand that anybody makes mistakes. But this young man really tried to work it out with his baby mama, at least when it came to protecting her image to the public, because she's an actress, she's done Disney movies, and doing Disney movies means that you're pretty clean cut. But unfortunately, he had to do this and show the world what kind of person Halle Bailey is. Now, this text message is March 21st.
You put your penis inside of her in Mexico. Knowing I was there taking care of our son. Knowing I was crying before you left. You selfish, disgusting person. Yo, does she have a problem with S's or I's? like S. And I get that she was probably mad typing this shit. But come on. Every time? Jesus Christ.
2024. Angry Music, you put your PP inside of her in Mexico? Knowing I was here taking care of our AON? Stop the show.
AON. Yeah, bro, that's weird.
What is AON?
Got him!
Halle Bailey must have not went to school when she was an actress or home.
That's a stretch. The A they right beside the S. I mean, I guess she have one long fingernails when she type, so it's like hard to kind of catch the S or the A or anyone where she is from.
School because she is completely illiterate. She cannot write for ish. Angry Music, knowing I was crying before you left. Stop the show. Crying. CRYONG.
Damn.
The O they beside the I. Don't buy these bullshits, bro. I make these same mistakes too.
You selfish, disgusting, period.
The A they beside the S on the keyboard, bro. I'm not defending her though, I'm just saying. Stop going like I can't realize how the mistake happened.
PERAON. I think she meant to say person. She also says, you're evil. Stop the show. YOIREVIL.
I think the U they beside the I too. Up on the next side. And the UIO. That's the format on the keyboard. So she just probably have one long fingernails and couldn't see.
Stupid.
Like, can we focus on these spelling issues that Halle Bailey has? It's one thing to not know how to do math, but to not know how to write, like Halle Bailey, you're a superstar. You can barely read on a second grade level. There are embryos that are smarter than you. They're not even born yet.
He's right, you know.
Yo, what is this guy's problem with Haley, bro? What is this guy's problem with Haley? Marie Loano.
And then when this came out, ladies came after DDG in droves.
I do not care. DDG is probably the biggest loser on this planet.
You see that? Yo.
He tried to take them messages where it was clearly showing signs of postpartum depression, because you can clearly see that the messages were dated like 2 to 3 months after she gave birth to her child. Trying to use that against her to get the judge to take her kids away from her is just the corniest thing ever. Like, it's different when it comes to you because you actually put your hands on your child's mother. So what would you end up doing?
It's always these type of women, bro. She have no context to what actually happened, but she just take her side and run with it. Because a woman.
Of course, that's why you don't got custody and that's why it didn't work. But these type of men that I see just growing in the media are scary. They're like willing to do anything and everything to destroy a woman who literally called them out or exposed them for who they really are.
And she
Now this
genuinely
lady
believe
is
this.
saying, you're only saying you're putting out these videos about Halle Bailey because she was in her postpartum depression. And guys, postpartum depression is real. It can basically have women doing things, making them feel like they want to self-delete themselves. Some women can even abuse their own children because of this. So this is not uncommon. It is a serious thing across the world, okay? So that could be a reason that she's acting like this. But wait, there's more. Unfortunately, young lady, we have some text messages all the way from March 10th, 2022. And here we go with Halle Bailey not being able to read and write again. She writes, answer the effing phone. FICKONH phone.
Damn.
Then she says she can't spell that. So she says, answer TBE. Can't even spell the TBE. DDE effing phone. Now listen, the lady is calling and she can't spell effing, and she can't spell the, and she spells the curse word right, but can't spell the right. It's crazy. She goes this: I'm gonna try one more time. If you don't answer, it's over forever. I'm not playing Daryl. That's it. So again, DDG.
Yo. I wonder where buy somebody take us serious about that joker. Bro.
Who's having baby mama drama with somebody that's really having a mental breakdown. He says, I just want to be left alone, please. Now, let me just say this about men. When we find out that you don't got no damn sense and you kind of like down bad and crazy, now we might love you, but when if you've ever had a chick like this, it is so draining. A lot of y'all want somebody pretty. You want somebody that look good. You want somebody that's thick. But somebody who is needy and down bad and crazy and possessive. Man, listen, that is a hard job in itself. And this is the kind of individual that will do anything to gain your attention and to use anything against you. Like all kind of situations. I need help. I'm depressed, and all of that. And then it just sucks the life out of you as a man to put up with this. And you could love the girl. You could really care about the girl. But any man that has dealt with somebody like this, man, this is crazy work as you young folks.
Some of them go too far with the brother. Them try to guilt trip you to the max, bro. Like, relax. You're not so serious.
Say. She says, I'm calling for help. I have a knife. She says again, I'm calling for help, but why don't care? Do you? Stop the show. Let's revisit that last spelling. But why don't care? Do you? I think you meant to say, honey, why don't you care? Well, you don't care to learn how to read and write, so it's hard for somebody to care about your feelings. Now, clearly these text messages were before she had the baby. So you're trying to say this is postpartum depression. No, this girl is just down bad and she has a lot of problems. Okay. Now, remember I said that DDG basically filed this appeal against Halle Bailey.
The judge has officially denied DDG's motion for an emergency order that will prohibit baby Halo from traveling to Italy with his mother, Halle. Now, this order was filed on today, June 5th, and this order is basically saying that, hey, we don't see no risk that Halo would face in Italy. No emotional risk, no psychological risk. On top of that, you provided us a lot of evidence, and out of all that evidence, we don't see nothing that shows us that Halle is a threat to Halo outside of this country or inside of this country. So the order is denied. However, the original case for the DV, the custody, the visitation, that is going to be continued until June 24th. However, they also stated that DDG attorneys were there and they spoke up and said that they are taking or seeking a family law action. And what this means is that they're going to confirm his paternity, and on top of that, they're going to be seeking all the parental rights that he has when it comes to custody and everything regarding his child. Now, if they do this,
rightfully so,
then the restraining orders that they both have against each other would merge over to that family law case.
Now, again, Academics TV is saying that this might be fake news. I don't really know. You can check out Academics on X. Here is
I don't like DJ Academics
perspective about Halle Bailey's future.
Halle, you better talk to your sister. You better get them broke. That kitty is over. Halle is whatever the her name, the mermaid. She's a complete brand risk now. No movies better not touch her with her. Your is floppy. That kitty done. This out here stabbing it, bro. The stuff.
Wait, what?
Bro, she out here stabbing it.
Halle Bailey. I stab people who well on. Yo, that I want to see that. I need to see that.
So guys, he's saying that, hey, listen, Chloe, you better get your sister Halle Bailey because she's going to destroy her image in Hollywood. And now she's going to be a bad look for these particular Disney brands because of what she's done with DDG. Here's something I'm going to respectfully disagree with Mr. Solmanati. A person like DDG, who's a streamer, can be a lot more open with his life, and we know that Halle Bailey cannot. But at the same time, Halle Bailey is not going to lose any money or any opportunity because she's disrespectful or being rude to a father who is a Twitch streamer in hip hop. That's a rapper. It's just not going to happen. It doesn't matter. She is going to be completely okay. If that was the case, she would not have gotten casted in Italy. You know, people are going to downplay this. DDG is the one that got the restraining order filed against him. And nobody's going to come to the defense of DDG because DDG is not in the industry. He's not in the Disney World kind of thing. He's not like that. And a lot of black men got to understand that. You are not the target audience from the people from these films, okay? And a lot of black men are not really big Disney supporters, unless you get into like Marvel and things like that. The reality is that we got to know that women can get away with certain things that we cannot. And that's all that needs to be understood. Halle Bailey is going to go on with her life. She's going to continue to get opportunities in that market, and her particular image is not going to falter. It's not going to change. You can't tell me one woman.
Bro, it would have to be something like super out there to actually hurt our career, bro. Yo, like women have so much power just locked in between the palm of their hands and they don't even realize it.
Who has said something negative or, you know, been accused of doing something to her black baby daddy or black ex-husband, and her opportunities have been limited. The only time the opportunities are limited is if they do something that's silly against the industry, which Halle Bailey's not going to do.
Exactly, like what I just said.
The reality, though, is Halle Bailey is not perfect in this either. And Halle Bailey was making it out as if DDG was the problem, and DDG still did not want to put her information out there. But this is just a reality. When you deal with these ladies that have no recourse, and on one hand, they're crashing out, and once you deal with their problems and you decide that you don't want to deal with it, then they're going to make a way to punish you in some other ways. I know a lot of men who have been through this, and they have really struggled dealing with the mental incapacities of certain ladies. And then when they didn't want to deal with that, you know, they're going to come up and make you suffer another way. You play games with your kids and all kind of silly stuff. And this is why a lot of men
Conniving. That's that word. Really conniving activities. Right here.
got to look at the red flags. If you've dealt with enough ladies over a period of time, you should be able to know when somebody's playing games, when somebody's not accountable, when somebody's not serious. And, you know, the only mistake you can make is if you believe you have more confidence into your ability to be able to deal with this person's problems. And a lot of men cannot deal with a lot of problems that women have, but we make it like we can deal with it, and we can't. That don't make you less of a man because you can't deal with a woman's issues. It make you more of a man to know that you can't deal with them, and then you got to deal with somebody who can, one, deal with your problems when you have them. We got a lot of problems as men. I know I do. I need to
preach. Problems for years, weeks, months, and days throughout. I swear.
find somebody who can love me enough to deal with the problems I have, and then I gotta love myself enough to want to minimize the issues that I have. On the flip side, you need to find a person that they have the problems that you can deal with. Let's say, for example,
all right, we have to stop it, but let's talk about the end of the video. Yes, me. I'm gonna know what wanna think, because me I hear say Haley stab people. Minnesota evidence, so I guess that's out the way. Yes, me. DDG motion get denied. So yeah. But even know at this point, them just find themselves in a fucking conundrum where it's a tug of war between Halle Bailey and DDG. You see me? I don't know. I'm not really invested enough to know everything. But based on what I'm seeing, them just have problems, bro. You know? But if you like the video, actually like the video, you see me, subscribe to become one of the YRG squad members. You see me, I say it's really dope over here. You know what I mean? Make sure you guys comment and let me know what you actually think about the video. You see me? And I will see you guys in the next video. Bam.